6:43. Thanks for joining us here on Fox 10 News. I'm Sarah Wall.
And I'm Eric Reynolds. Good Friday morning, everyone.
The 2011 regular session of the Alabama legislature has ended, and there were some marked differences this time.
The most notable, Republicans were in control of the House for the first time in more than 130 years. And joining us by phone this morning from Montgomery is Representative Mike Hubbard, who's the House Speaker. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. How you doing, Eric and Sarah?
We're doing great. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you for joining us. We understand there were several bills passed late last night. Can you tell us which ones those were?
Well, we had a very productive day yesterday, and one of the last bills that we passed before the stroke of midnight was the state school board redistricting bill, which is very important because it avoids us having to come back into a special session to pass that. That was one of the last bills, and also one of the probably the first pro-life bill that has been passed by the legislature in decades, which is outlaws abortions after 20 weeks, and very proud of the fact that we were able to pass some pro-life legislation for the first time. But as you mentioned, it's been a very, very productive legislative session. I think it's the most productive session in decades in terms of the substantive issues that we tackled. Of course, passing both the budgets in a very tough situation, and also the bill that we passed that will make it easier for local school boards to get rid of bad teachers and bad employees without costing the taxpayers hundreds of thousands of dollars.
If you would talk about the immigration bill also, we are under the awareness that it's one of the toughest in the nation. How will that also help us with the employment issues here in our state?
Well, I think it's going to be help us twofold. Number one, it's the right thing to do because the people of Alabama, the taxpayers of Alabama, it's not fair to them to have people who are here illegally and not paying into the system using our services. But, we already have a pretty high unemployment rate here in the state of Alabama. We're trying to do everything we can in the legislature to alleviate that. And I believe that if there are jobs open, that they ought to be filled by Alabamians and people who are here in the country legally.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us this morning and for giving us a little bit more information on the things that went on in the legislative session, especially at the last hour last night.
That's right.
It's my pleasure.
Look forward to speaking to you more about a couple of those as well.
We have a long list here.
That's right. Representative Mike Hubbard, he's the Speaker of the House, and giving us an update on what happened in Montgomery late last night.
Lots of action there.